Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Garcella Robinson. This is my little part of the world where I talk about books, things that's happening in the book community, and of course, whatever I want because this is my channel. So today we're going to be getting into all the books that I bought on my book buying ban. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. So I put myself in a book buying ban because for some reason I wouldn't even say that I can't stop buying books. Okay, it's more of sometimes when I go and do homework, I end up seeing books at my my local bookstore, and oh my goodness, I just be falling in love, and then my sibling be recommending me mangas. It's just so much into it. Okay, it doesn't help that I be scrolling on TikTok. Like, I know it's a problem. That's why we try to stop it. But I feel like we also should address it too, because I can't the books are already bought. You know what I mean? The books are already bought. So let's go ahead and get into all the books that I bought on my book buying ban. Of course, you guys know that I love to start off with all the mangas that I end up buying. This is my first go to because I could just always do them in one go. It made me feel like I didn't buy that many, but I really didn't buy that many. I only bought four, and that is of the Gachiakuta. My sister had told me that we have some black representation in this anime, and it's a good anime, and it's a new anime. So I decided to pick this up. Really, of course, I already have mangas that I'm already reading, but, okay. I like to show some support, and also too, I feel like I want to have a different flavor. Like, if I have different flavors of books, I deserve to have different flavors of mangas. So I went ahead and picked this up, and I feel like this will be perfect to read in the month of October, and also get into a new manga. Because I have different ones, and this is something different. I don't feel like I got some. Well, that'd be a lie. Maybe not something similar, but it looked good, and I really loved them. And also too, okay, I was gonna be responsible, and I was only gonna get one, right? I was only gonna get the first one, but I was gonna get the first and second one, and then I went to the Barnes and Nobles, like, the people who be at the counter, and I was like, oh, do y'all have the number two? In the back it says y'all have them. He came out with three and four, so I felt like that was a sign. That mean I was supposed to get all four of them, so I bought all four of them. Yeah. The next one that I bought was I Got Abducted by Aliens, and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com. Now, this is from Kimberly Lemming. I read her whole entire series from I've the Meadows and Meads. I read all of them, and oh my goodness, I love them so much. Okay, I love them so much. I literally read the first one. I was like, okay, I want to buy the copies, so I bought the copies, had the second and third one, and I read both of them in the same night. That's how good they are. So when I saw this at the store, and I had some points that I could get this book off, get some money off this book, I was like, yeah, I need to get this. I need to get this. I can't wait to read it. I heard it is, well, when I was looking into it, I heard it is a little something different where there's more of two male characters. I don't really read stuff like that. I only like it to be one. Well, one, but I'm gonna give Kimberly Lemming her chance, because she always has me laughing, and she always have me getting into her stories. There always be something new, something different, and I just love that with this author. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try something different. Okay, hopefully I come back with some good news when I pick this book up again. Now, this author literally has, I wouldn't say she been testing my patience. She haven't been testing my patience, okay? I will wait on for whatever that she plans to give us, and I will continue to pick it up. But I was more aggravated with waiting on news on when this book would come, when I would be able to get a hardback copy, because y'all know I don't like reading a lot of romances on my, well, I like to read romances on my Kindle, but I really don't like to read a lot of books on my Kindle. I only like physical copies. I know it is a burden. I wish I could be a Kindle girly. I'm just not. I even got my iPad, and my friend was telling me how I should replace my iPad, because I literally had that mess dead in my book bag for months now. I think since I've been back on deployment, it's been dead in my book bag, haven't been picked up, and I usually read it on my phone, but yeah, I just don't touch it, and I mostly just pick up my paperback. So yeah, We got an update and I am happy, and that safety net. I'm so excited when she said and what's so crazy, I feel like what made it even better is that when I asked her when she was gonna drop the copy, she ended up replying to me. And she told me the day it was gonna drop, and I literally bought this the day it dropped, okay? I do not be sleeping on Deanna Gray, especially when she ended up dropping the Mendez. I love this series. I love this series. It was a great welcoming into her series, and I love it so much. She is dropping a new book that she was talking about. I'm not 100% sure on it, but all I've been wanting is Safety Net, and I'm so excited to finally be able to get this. So I know I'm going to pick it up as soon as possible. And just look at that main character. She looks so adorable. This is exactly what I wanted, especially because we end up getting a little bit of him, and I believe the second or the first book. I believe it was the first book when he was like pretty much mooning over Celeste. So I'm just so excited to finally be able to get it. Like, guys, I haven't even read it. I'm already in love. Like, I'm already in love. I just even see her on the cover. Like, it just makes me so happy. Like, I just love to see representation of me. Okay. I just love to see it. It lowers the imagination, because I'm telling you, I got a huge imagination. So half the time when I be reading those other books where they explain the character totally different, sometimes I just put a wig on them. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, I'm so excited for this, and I can't wait to get on it. Let me stop rambling. Let me go ahead and get into the next books. Next book I end up getting is Empire of Silence. Now, the main reason why I picked this up, okay, I have an excuse for this one. I have an excuse, all right? So when I was first looking, I've been looking for this book for a minute. But each time that I found this book, it was literally in the small size, like that. And I just kept putting it off. I've been wanting it. This been on my to buy on my Goodreads for a long time, okay? And when I saw that my local bookstore had the full copy, I literally picked this up and I didn't even think about it, and I bought it, okay? Like, I know I was on my book buying ban. But I feel like when you see the chance, when it's there, you need to take it, okay? Be damned, all right? You need to take it, because I have literally been trying to find a full copy of this everywhere, at least to pick it up, because I don't really like buying books online. I know that's crazy. I really just like to be at the bookstore and actually pick up a book instead of ordering it. I know it's crazy. It's just something that I love to do. So when I saw this, I felt like it was fate, okay? So that's why I picked this up. My next one I have to mention is The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk. Now, I really don't have no excuse for this, okay? There is no excuse. I end up reading The Serpent, I'm thinking of the first one. I got it right here. Why even try guessing? The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I ended up finishing this, and I loved it at least enough where I decided, sorry, I'm tripping. At least enough where I decided to go ahead and pick up the second book. This will be the last one in it, so I felt like this buy was needed, okay? You know, this buy was needed, all right? And I might end up picking this up soon. I might end up picking up this soon. So I felt like this was worth getting because, you know, I had already finished that one. And, you know, like I said, I've been trying to slow down on buying the next book if I end up not liking it, because then I would be wasting money. But this wasn't wasting money, because I would have had to get this anyway. You know, I would have had to go and buy this anyway. So why not add it to the collection? So the next three books that I'm mentioning, the main reason on why I got these books in the first place is because I've been following some new YouTubes, been looking at a lot of the things that's happening in the world, and I just feel like I need to get more into history, because as they say, those who do not know their history is bound to repeat it. So I end up getting a couple of these books, mainly because I just feel like these are some books that need to be read, and I also want to get more into reading nonfiction. That's the word. reading nonfiction books, and I feel like the best place to start is history. I loved history when I was in school. My dad, he loves reading about Black history, and I'm not gonna lie, we be getting into some little debates, and I need to beat him, okay? So not only do I need to beat him, but I need to get my knowledge up, and that always can start at the home. It doesn't have to start if I'm in school. It can always start at home. So that's why I plan on getting more into it, and just slowly reading them, maybe doing a couple of pages or a chapter a week and annotating. So it's going to take me a minute, but I am excited to get into this and to get my knowledge up on just the circumstances, okay? Like, we need to learn, guys. We need to learn. Not only history, but politics, but we're not into that. We're talking about the books that I got while on my book ban. So starting off, I got the A People's History of the United States. I don't remember where I saw this, but I was getting I think it was on like a podcaster that I watch, Deanna Kyle. Maybe y'all know him, maybe y'all don't. But I watch him, and I saw this that was on his desk, and he was talking about picking it up. So I decided to pick it up. And also my dad has read this before, and he recommended it to me. So I picked this up. The next one that I ended up picking up was a book called Black Fatigue. I ended up picking this up also because of another podcaster or YouTuber that I watch, and they pretty much went over this book and the things that it talk about and what it circulates around, and these are some things that I want to know, so I decided to pick this up also. And my last one was Black AF History. I've been seeing this all over TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, I want to see what it's about. My friend, she also picked this up because she wanted to get more into history, especially when I was going over things that I was taught by my dad and discussing it with her, and she wanted to get some more knowledge too. And she had saw this book, and she ended up reading it, and she was like, this really gave her a lot more insight into what she was looking for. So I feel like this would do good for me to pick up and read also. So I'm going to get into this, hopefully learn some new things, and even challenge some of the things that's in here too. You never know. But yes, I decided to pick up this too. Now, guys, we're on our last two books of the evening, and these books are from the book bounding, so I kind of count these, but I don't, but then I do because I'm still spending money, okay? And that is, yeah, let me go ahead and get into it. I'm sorry. The first one is The Witcher. This is from my book bounding. I believe I'm saying it right or wrong. I could possibly saying it wrong. Oh, Broken Binding. This is from my Broken Binding subscription box. I got the fantasy and sci-fi, if you do not know. They don't really add anything into the boxes. It's usually just a book. But I feel like they get a little pass because these are so beautiful. Alright. I believe I went over this whole entire book, if you want to check that out, in my last video. Of course, it will be at the end of the video because it is, it's either it was last video recorded. Anyway, yes, I ended up getting this book, and this was a part of my subscription. I never read anything by The Witcher. I would love to get more into it. So it's kind of nice that and this book is more of a background of his story and pretty much like him before he ended up becoming The Witcher. And the last book that I have is Katabasis. Now, I would say that this was also, like, I bought this way before I went on my book buying ban, okay? I believe I bought this when I was on deployment, and I'm happy to be able to get this too. It's just I didn't put these in none of my videos, so I thought I should add this at the end. I ended up doing even a little short of me showing you guys how it looked, and it looks beautiful. I can't wait to jump into this, of course, after I finish Yellowface. I still haven't done that. After I end up finish Yellowface, then I plan on getting into Katabasis, and hopefully I can give you guys a full review. But will also be a part of this book buying ban of books that I bought. So guys, that's all the books that I end up buying on my book buying ban. I know I need to stop, but since I have not stopped, I feel like maybe I should just start, instead of doing a book buying ban, because apparently I don't be following them. Instead of doing a book buying ban, I need to start just giving myself a limit of how many books that I can get in this quarter, because I didn't even last a month. Guys. Like, it is what it is. It's my money, okay? It's my money. But either way, I didn't last a month. I will say that I kept it a little minimum, and I will say that I really expected myself to get more. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy that I kept it this low. This was stuff like these were stuff that was already that was already in the making. Like they was kind of planned, or books that I was anticipating, or books that can give me more knowledge. That's the only thing that I'm happy about, is that I could learn something from this. All right. And I wanted a lot of these books. So, yes, I just need to slow down. But since I'm already here, ain't no point of dwelling on it. The only thing that I could do is live and learn. All right, live and learn. But let me know in the comments if you guys made any book buying bans and you did not keep up to it. And also tell me the books that y'all end up buying. Like what made you turn a new leaf and end up going back into the consumer party, okay? What ended up making you turn back around, all right? Because these were the books for me. These were the books for me. I'm really hoping I need to slow down. All right, I need to slow down. But like I said, it is what it is. Once again, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.